Today we will discuss regarding a new poem of your class, that is from the Formalin Jar. It was written by a doctor who is a neurovirologist, Dr. Rita S. Mani, who is a doctor by profession but a writer by passion. She was now a doctor in NIMHANS, means National Institute of Mental Health and Neuroscience, which is situated at Bangalore. It is one of the best piece for the students regarding the awareness program of road safety. How this poem says how the life of a young, smart, brilliant youth who lost his life only once when he was not wearing the helmet. Okay? Do you know that the road accidents are very common in nowadays? It is stated that more than 150,000 people killed in India in the year 2018, and more than 5,000 people killed in Odisha. So that's why the WHO, the World Health Organization, has identified 5 major risk factors of road injuries, such as speed, alcohol, seat belt, helmet, and visibility. We can also add distracted driving for a great reason. Distracted driving, that means using of cell phones while driving and texting and listening loud music while driving. So today, in the first part, I will discuss about 2 paragraphs. The first paragraph and the second paragraph are the SGP 1. That is how Vicky's brain states himself as a living being and says about Vicky. In the very beginning, he says, "Hi, I am Vicky's brain. I am Vicky's brilliant brain sitting in a formalin jar with a disdain. Hi, I am Vicky's brilliant brain sitting in a formalin jar with disdain, on display to promote knowledge gain, watching people stare at me again and again." In the starting of the poem, the brain in the formalin jar, which is preserved in the formalin jar, says that, "Hi, I am Vicky's brain." He stated himself. He says that it was Vicky's brain. He personified himself as a person and says to his viewers that I am sitting in the formalin jar. I am sitting in the formalin jar and I am not at all happy being in the formalin jar. On display to promote and knowledge gain. So I am now a sample, a specimen. I am kept here only for a showpiece, to promote the knowledge of the students who are reading about the brain, the doctors. So they are watching me, and it is a quite unhappy feeling for me. Watching people staring again and again. People are watching me again and again. This is the unhappy statement for me. How insulting. The second paragraph. How insulting to be called a specimen. 2 years ago, I was the part of a living human. I got no stroke, no tumor, no bugs within, yet ended up in the jar to my charger. How insulting. The specimen means to be called a specimen, he feels very bad, very unhappy that now he feels insulted. The brain in the formalin jar feels insulted that I am in the formalin jar. To be called a specimen. What do you mean by specimen? Specimen is specimen here. Specimens means sample. And formalin, what is formalin? Formalin, a chemical compound of hydrogen, oxygen and carbon. It is wrongly written there. Hydrogen, oxygen and carbon. Okay. So then, disdain. Something is unworthy of respect. So sample. First of all, sample. He is quite unhappy to be called a sample. 2 years ago, I was a part of a living human, he said. I got no stroke. He says that he had no stroke, no tumor, and never infected by any virus, yet ended up in the jar. This is the matter of regret, that he was ended up in the jar. Then that is to my charging. Charging means feeling of unhappiness. Charging, a feeling of unhappiness. So he feels unhappy, very unhappy to be the part of the formalin jar, to be kept in the formalin jar. This is about the first two standards, and in the second SGP we will study about the next paragraphs. Okay.